逆。
なんで？いやいやいやいや、ひどい。なんで睨む？
Medaka Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms. Wow, guys, this was such a incredible episode. Here's the thing. I'm going to come with you guys and say this was an 8 out of 10 episode. But to me, my enjoyment factor was through the roof. My enjoyment factor was like 10 out of 10. Of course, the reviewers had 8.5 out of 10. I still think it was a really, really, really excellent episode 1. Especially in comparison to all the other episodes ones we've gotten so far this season. But just in like everything that I really like as a reviewer and as just somebody who enjoys anime, it hit all those things. And that's really what I want to stick with is like, this had all the things that I love in anime. First off, really good art. I think that's the first thing that we all see is like really good art, especially when it comes to like romance anime, right? Is the male character, is the female character, are they appealing to the eyes? Do they kind of fit what you would imagine as your leads in a big romance anime? Both of these characters, it's 50% yes, 50% no. I say, for any of the male viewers who are coming here or the ones who fancy the ladies, regardless of gender, I think that we're eating pretty good. But for those who fancy the male side of things, I don't know if this Medaka Kuroiwa guy really fits the atypical bill. Even when he took off his shirt, color me not impressed. And I come from a realm of reading and sometimes watching, but I definitely do read a lot of like manga and manhwa where lead characters got like 12 packs and like their back has a 6-pack, and like I'm just saying the feast for the eyes is a lot more appealing. So I think in this show specifically, the main female character Mona Kawaii, and of course it's kawaii. The main character Mona here, I definitely think she fits the bill, right? She is perky, bouncy, blonde, long legs. Lots of fan servicey moments here, for her specifically. On the opposite side of the coin, I don't think he really fits the atypical bill, but there could be something really charming that he has, personality-wise, that could boost him up from the viewers who are looking for that kind of eye candy to say. They could instead, kind of connect with Medaka a little bit more. So I think that's the thing there. And then we have all the different comedic elements. So we have the animation, which I think is pretty good. I don't think it's going to win awards for it, but I think it's really good, especially the fan servicey moments, when she was, really sweaty, or when she was bending over, or when they landed on each other. Top-notch stuff. I think it's pretty good stuff there. The second thing, comedic. I think the comedic writing and comedic timing is really, really good. Something that I always say in these romance animes, typically, romance comedy animes, is you don't necessarily have to be a funny show. You could be serious. You could be more like dreary. You could be more thrillery even. But, if a show wants to be serious but has comedic moments, I think that's where it really shines. And for me, just the episode really showed us it really reminded me for Komi Can't Communicate. It has those moments where they just kind of build the characters as such. And in this one, it's Mona trying to win and get the attention of this Medaka guy. And you could see him constantly almost breaking constantly, but he always kind of recenters himself. And he's like, you know what I mean? And it just breaks her so much so that, she almost got cracked. Like, she was one more big event away from just giving away, letting Mr. Medaka pop the cherry. You know what I mean? Like, she was ready just to give it all the way, just to say that she did, because it's the first time in life that she's faced adversity of such a man as Medaka, right? And this goes back to the old saying of you want what you can't have. And that's really what's happening here, right? Mona was given to us as a character that basically since birth, like, she's just been worshipped, and everywhere and everyone she meets is just like worshiping at her feet. And this is the first time in life that she's had somebody who is more like a repellent, like, you know, or maybe not a repellent, but he has like a repellent on. And he's just like, no, stay away. Don't talk to me. Actually, cats, get the meow away from me. Like, just really, really funny moment, and it's breaking her. It's breaking her spirit, her courage, and everything else. And I also love. So this will be the third thing. I think the writing is really stellar too, and even the unnoticeable writing. Like, if you guys notice, as she was walking back into school one day, she was singing a song like "Mona is the best. Nobody loves Mona like Mona does." You know, like she was definitely like just singing this her own theme and her own anthem. And I was like, oh my god, that is effing hilarious. That she is so full of herself that she was like, nobody can do anything like Mona can. You know what I mean? It's just so effing hilarious. She calls herself the queen bee in the third person. It's just she's just out there, which is just really, really, really fun. And I think just the writing is really, really good. And I love how they wrote Medaka, the main character, as someone he went to an all boys school. His parents or grandparents have like a cat shrine, and essentially they're, they until marriage kind of thing, they have to like limit their female male normal interactions. And there's basically none of the fun stuff until marriage kind of thing. And he's kind of practiced making sure that he stays away. And then secondarily, they wrote him as a character who's never interacted with a pretty girl. And like, he's like, I've only ever seen girls that look like her on TV or movies. Like, what do you even do? And he imagines her in all the things, all the positions and things that she's, done to get his attention. He's like, oh my God, he's about to blow at the seams. So I really like that as well. And then they did a really good job too, on top of everything else, on top of the good writing, good character development, showing us exactly who Mona and who Medaka are. They did a decent job of doing the side character. I would say good job, not just decent, because decent underplayed. They did a good job of setting us up for what's to come with the two boys who kind of pulled Medaka to the side and kind of like, oh, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, they got a good understanding. So that you have these two potential male friends that he's going to have. And on the opposite side of the coin, you had two girls, one of which also seems to like Medaka as well, because she was blushing when he passed by. And I don't know if she was blushing because of his reaction to Mona, and she kind of like saw through him, or if it's because she genuinely has interest in him as well. And then they also had another side character who kind of witnessed the whole shirt situation when she got hosed and he gave her his surgery. He took his shirt off and he gave it to her. She witnessed that whole situation, so she definitely has a drummed up interest in this as well. So it did a good job of kind of presenting characters to come, which sounds funny in a way, because you're like, well, I mean, whatever, Dom. But a lot of anime really gets that wrong, and it makes you go like, I don't give a shit who these side characters are or could be. Like, it doesn't matter to me. But this one actually did a good job of like me, okay, I want to know who that is. I want to know why she was blushing. I want to know why she was sneaking in on them. So I think it did a really good job at that too. So those are really like the main things, right? Animation, comedy, good character development, good plot, drums up interest, left us off on a good point. So I just think that this was a really, really, really great episode one, and it blew me away. So I came in with no expectations, like I am every other anime, and I left with like, I want to see more. Like, this was like this went from like not even on my real watch list, like my secondary watch list, to like, okay, I watched another anime today called Promise of a Wizard, and I was like, I ended the video with you guys, and for those who watch a video, they're probably like, where you at? But I ended it was like, oh, we'll give it, like, it was fine. It was like, oh, we'll give it another episode, maybe two. But now that I'm watching this, I was like, I don't even know if I waste my time with the other one. It's just the big POS in comparison. Like, maybe I just like don't come back for that one. I just watch this one, So anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I think I just kind of like word vomited a lot of praise, but I think it's really well deserved with this specific episode. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, my friends, and I will see you next week for episode 2, because this one is really good. All right, my friends, peace.